stand with you. That's why we're here. We stand with you. We support you.
Thank y'all for supporting me. Because nobody else wanted to hear my story except for people that know me and people that know I would never do anything like that. I would never harm anybody. I'm not a fighter. I'm not even confrontational. I wouldn't even do that on purpose. And I thank y'all for believing in me. And I love y'all.
Uh, it looks like, from what I understand, she's facing assault and battery charges because of this incident here on the track. She swears up and down that she's not a fighter, she's not an assaulter, but I mean, the video evidence, it's clear as day. I mean, what she did, that was not a natural movement. The other girl was not in her lane. I saw somewhere where the NAACP of Portsmouth, Virginia, has sided with her, and they're trying to get the charges, get the DA to not press the charges, not to charge her formally or whatever. I mean, I guess she's been charged formally, but you know what I'm saying, like to drop the charges. And they're claiming, oh, you know, this could hurt her, you know, her college and things of that sort. And it's like, what about the other person, you know, who I believe she suffered a concussion? It doesn't seem like this girl, she's playing the victim. You know, it appears she hasn't apologized or anything like that. I think I saw somewhere where she's going on and on talking about, you know, everybody's talking about the other girl's physical pain, but I have mental pain. Like I said, I don't know. I would have to say that things would look a lot better for her if she just, hey, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I got upset and frustrated. I was losing. She was passing me. And what I did was wrong. And maybe we can move on. But this whole, like, I'm completely innocent, I didn't do anything. This is why you're in the position you're in right now. You know, it is what it is.
Hey, I have a question.
No, we're not answering
Why?
questions. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you're a Trump supporter.
I know, but don't you guys want our money?
No, actually, we don't. Get out of my bar right now.
You're not welcome.
I'm not fucking around. Get out of my bar.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Out.
Because I'm wearing a Trump
Yes.
hat. That's wild.
I don't care. Get out.
We can call the police, or you can just leave.
You know this is like discrimination, right?
Oh, boo-hoo! Boo fucking hoo! Get out of my bar.
Interesting. You know, once again, it's supposed to be the side of accepting and being inclusive and bringing everybody together. You know, they're kind of the side if things don't go their way, well, they act out. And this is crazy because if this was the opposite, if the roles were reversed and this person, I'm assuming, might be trans or definitely a part of that community. If they were to go into, I don't know, you name it, bar, and the owner or whoever was running the bar told them, get out of here. Don't want you here. You're not welcome because you belong to that community. And what I think they do, proceeds to grab a baseball bat, implying that if you don't leave, this is what's going to happen. All hell would break loose. They would be protesting the bar. The owner who made the comments would be arrested for hate crimes, and they would be doxxed and all these other things. It's just interesting. But me personally, I'm the kind of person, I mean, I wouldn't want to drink I wouldn't want to drink at that place anyway. So, but the simple fact that, you know, if the roles were reversed, it'd go a lot different. We'll put it to you that way. All right, so I heard about this one. This should be interesting. If what I've been told about this is true, this should be interesting. Let's take a look. Let's see what old Roland Martin has to say. This guy is very, very, you know, likes to, very, very zesty kind of guy. Comes off that way. But let's see what old Roland's talking about.
White people really crack me up. So y'all see what I got on.
Mm-hmm.
So when I travel, like vacation and stuff, or time off, man, listen, I ain't trying to pack a whole bunch of shit, so I color code. So everything in my bag is Texas A&M. So sometimes it might be all Astros, all Rockets, all Texans, all Alpha. So I'm walking. White dude says, "You're a fan or did you play?" I knew exactly what he was talking about. I said, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Oh," he said, "what you have on? Are you a fan or did you play?" And mind y'all, I got on Aggie shorts, maroon shoes. Okay, because I keep it simple when I pack. All I said was, "No, I'm a graduate." And I walked off. That's the shit black people have to deal with if we go to PWIs.
Goddamn campaign. The one thing you do care about. Okay, then I quit as your son.
That's it. Well, first of all, it should be a compliment that someone would even think that you played football at Texas A&M. First of all, I want to say this from the jump. This could be some kind of rage bait. He could be just making this up because this seems very weird and very random. Like, maybe I take it back. I think it is possibly rage bait, but I think the conversation did happen. But I legitimately think the guy was probably just trying to make conversation with him. Saw him with all the Texas A&M stuff on, and Roland Martin took it however Roland Martin takes things. Like I said, I don't. It is what it is with this guy. I guess you could say this behavior from him is par for the course. This is what he does. But like I said, there's no way in hell I would confuse him as somebody who played at Texas A&M. So if anything, the guy was complimenting you. And like I said, he probably was just trying to make conversation with you. He saw you geared up in the Texas A&M and he tried to make conversation with you. I think, Roland, you're so focused on race that you forget sometimes that there are, which the majority of people in this country are just people who want good people that want to have a conversation. Not everything is some kind of racism, man. I'm telling you, if you maybe take it down a notch, you would enjoy life a little bit better. But what do I know? I'm just a random guy on the internet saying things. But yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, this could possibly be just some rage bait, trying to get people to talk about it, because I'm looking down here. It's got 1.1 million views. It's circulating almost 4,000 comments. So, it's doing what it's doing what it's doing. So, it is what it is. All right. So I've been really wanting to touch on this one. This is from the Pivot Podcast. It's none other than Anthony Mackie, our new version of Captain America. I thought he should have stayed as Falcon. I thought he was a great character, fleshed out, but that it is what it is. That's for another video. But man, these last few, I'd say the last month, Anthony Mackie he's been kicking up dust. He made some comments about the Captain America character, not necessarily, and I'm paraphrasing, but representing America or what America is. So he kind of stepped in it with that. He kind of backpedaled a little bit on that, and then he comes out with this, his take on masculinity and the discussion of the American man. In the past 20 years, it's been killed off, and so he's talking about the way he raises his son. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll see what Anthony has to say.
I keep my boys humble. Like, my boys have never had a pair of Jordans. My boys don't do all that internet fly shit. I'm like, your kids. And I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. Do not. And my oldest gets it. My 15-year-old, he tells the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Because once you get one that's right, he gonna straighten the other ones out. So it's just that thing of, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men. And however you feel about that, you feel about that. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open the door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always be men. And that's always since they were 2 years old. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night. This alarm is on. You text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up.
I love that.
Because we're men. If I'm not there to protect, he got to be there to protect. Because you can have all the money in the world, climb through the window, that money means nothing. You can have all the celebrity in the world. You jump through the door, that celebrity means nothing.
Yeah.
So you got to have a little guard in there, you know? And so for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different.
Hold up. Limitless.
All right, that's from the Pivot Podcast. They do some good work over there. Even though I can't half the time I can't stand Ryan Clark, but they do what they do over there. It's a great podcast, great listen. I check it out here and there, but yeah, Anthony Mackie's message. I see nothing wrong at what he said, and I do believe that in the past 20 years there has been an effort to, I guess you would call it the traditional form of masculinity, to kind of just bury it. And I believe within the last 5 or 6 years, they've tried to accelerate that process. And we've seen it into our different media, like I said, movies and everywhere. It's every part of the fabric of our society where they're trying to, I feel personally, to the point where they're trying to make men feel ashamed of being men, you know, and a lot of it has to do with maybe the rise of feminism. I don't know what wave this is this third or fourth wave feminism, and also the rise of the LGBTQ plus group. I hope I'm saying that right, no disrespect, but I think with the rise of those two groups, it's brought into question what is a man, you know, and what makes a man. And yes, are there forms of what you would call traditional masculinity that can come into question nowadays? Absolutely. But I firmly believe, and which I think Anthony Mackie does as well, and a lot of men I know do, is the foundation of masculinity. Those pillars ring true today. And just listen to what he said. I mean, I'm teaching my boys to be humble, respectful, open doors for ladies, take care of their mother. He's teaching them duty and responsibility as a man. He's like, I'm leaving, you're in charge. Excuse me, as I almost sneeze here. But those are amazing things. I would say my father kind of raised me the same way as what you would call traditional masculinity, you know, and some of the traits of that I lean on are strength, not only physical, but mental strength, stoicism, you know, leadership, you know, being a provider and a protector, you know, being a decision maker, being the leader of a family. You know, those are the things we lean on. Matter of fact, I just watched a video the other day. It came up on X or whatever. I don't know if it's an old video or recent, but there was a guy, had to be probably suffering some mental health, or I don't know, maybe he's just an asshole, but he gets on the subway and he sprays a fire extinguisher on everyone. And there's like a baby carriage right there. So the baby got hit too. There was a guy literally sitting right, could have did something, could have pushed the guy off the train. The train wasn't moving, so it wouldn't have killed him, or attempted to snatch the extinguisher away from him. But instead, he just sat there, you know, kind of the bystander effect, kind of, well, somebody will do something and everybody starts thinking that and nobody does anything. Whereas if he would have acted, other people would have got involved. It would have been a natural, it's like, if he grabbed that guy, other people would have grabbed him. Just like not doing anything a lot of the times keeps people from doing things. And in our society, we punish people who carry those traits and act in these kind of situations, like on the subway with Daniel Penny. You know, that could be a reason, that could be a cause and effect. That could be the reason maybe that guy didn't do anything, because he's like, Daniel Penny got involved, and unfortunately, someone lost their life. But he almost had to go to prison. He was charged. Ultimately, he was freed and released, but still. And then you hear women complain all the time. They go on, once again, I'll use the subway as an example. They'll go on the subway and be like, why won't these guys give up their seats for me? Well, I mean, you didn't want any of that traditional way of doing things. And, you know, hey, this is the kind of thing that happened. So I have no problem with him. Now, he's definitely got a little bit of a little bit of backlash for the statements. I seen some where people were getting at him. Like I saw one video where a guy was getting at him, talking about his looks and things of that sort. You could probably guess what community that guy comes from. But just there may be a video out there, but I hadn't seen a video where somebody actually took what he said and maybe broke it down like, hey, why does it? It's just more, it's patriarchy. He's talking about this or that and the other, the same old talking points. But I can guarantee you, as a father of 6, got 3 boys, 3 girls, my boys are definitely going to be raised in that same fashion, some of those same traits. Because like you said, we're raising men over here. So yeah, that's like I said, I like Anthony Mackie, and salute to him for putting that out there and standing on business, as they would say. But anyway, guys, like I always say, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes, or the whole damn video, I appreciate you taking time to view my content and going on this journey with me. So I'm going to try my best to be posting more consistently. It just sucks because my work schedule. It's just I'm busy, and I just told you I got 6 kids, so it's my every day is just very, very, very draining and stuff to do, and I still got to find time to go to the gym and do tons of other stuff. But I'm gonna get better though. So, but once again, thank you for tuning in, and if you haven't already and you like what I'm saying, go ahead, hit that subscribe, smash the like, give me the comments, tell me what you think. And it's your boy P signing off, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.